Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So what are we doing today? Well, we're doing something we've done many times. We're making a tier list because why not? They're super fun. I love making them. And you know, it's the NBA season. So why not make an NBA themed tier list? So here we have every team's current NBA logo, I think. Like, a lot of teams have different alternate logos and stuff, but I think this is every team's current, up-to-date main logo that you might see on TV or in the standings when you check them on your phone or whatever. So we're just gonna rank what I think are my favorites, and guys, definitely make sure to comment where you think, what logos you think are your favorites as well. So we have S through F tier, and we're just gonna go through my honest opinion in this random order that we are presented. So without further ado, guys, here are my favorite or least favorite NBA logos. Let's just rank them all. So we're gonna start with the Washington Wizards. Now, this logo is a little bit better than the old one, which was just that cringy looking, it was like a polygon looking random shape that it didn't even look like a wizard. It was trying to look like a sideways W. I don't even know. This new logo is a ball. It has a Washington monument in the middle. It's not bad. I'm gonna give it like a C. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It relates to the city of Washington, D.C., but I'm not a big fan. So we move on to the Golden State Warriors. Look, I really like this logo. It's better than that old logo they used to have back in the Baron Davis days with the dark orange. This is the Curry era Warriors logo, and I like it. I like the Golden Gate Bridge on it. It's nice. I like the colors. I'm gonna give it a solid B. I think it's nice. Minnesota Timberwolves. Look, Timberwolves overall, they haven't really accomplished much as a franchise. However, I've always liked their colors. I've always liked their logo, whether it's back in the Kevin Garnett days where they had green and black, or in today's day and age where they have kind of a dark blue mixed with green. Whatever it is, I like it. The question is this an A or S tier? I really like it. I like Wolves. You know what? For now, we'll put it in S tier, and then we'll see how others compare to it. I think it's really nice. It's just beautiful. Look at the wolf howling. It's just fantastic. Oklahoma City Thunder. This logo, it's been the Thunder's logo ever since they moved to OKC. It's not bad. I like their colors, but I would like something a little bit more Thunder themed. I mean, I know it's like a little like lightning bolt going through it, but it's not the most beautiful thing. I think it's average. I'm gonna put it at C. Phoenix Suns. I like the Suns logo. I like the colors. I like the fire or the sun. It's usually, there's a crest usually around it. I think it's nice. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I don't think it's quite A, but I think it's a nice logo. San Antonio Spurs. This is classic, obviously, the gray and black. I think they're the only team that has always been gray and black and looks good. But the question is, I mean, it's a Spur, so that's not that exciting. So do we put it? I'm gonna put it in B. I think it's solid so far. I think it's not above, I think, the Warriors or the Suns. So we're going to put it in B. Then we have the 76ers. They've changed their logos many times. I liked the Ben Franklin one, but that was always the alternate logo. That was never their main one. This current logo, I like it. I like the patriotic colors. I like the red, white, and blue. Is it that nice of a logo? Not really. I'm going to put it in C because it's just a 76. It's not that unique. Houston Rockets. I really like this logo. I'm going to put this in A tier because, look, Houston space station, right? So it's a rocket themed. I always like when teams use something that relates to their city as their mascot, and then they tie that into the logo. I like how it's an R taking off. I think it's a very nice logo. So then we move on to the Toronto Raptors, Canada's finest, or Canada's only team, but they represent all of Canada, and you know what? I really like it. I like the red basketball. I like the claw mark of the raptor. I'm gonna give it an A. I think it's really nice. Then we move on to Detroit Pistons. Now, I would have given, okay, they went back to their retro logo back from the Bad Boys, the Glory days, and for a while in the Grant Hill era, they wore those hideous, like dark green, turquoise, whatever you want to call it, mixed with black. That was terrible. I'm glad they moved back to the red, white, and blue. It's a nice classic logo, but it's kind of simple, so I'm going to put it in B tier. It's still nice, though. New Orleans Pelicans, you know, I don't really like the idea of a pelican as the mascot. It's not that intimidating. A lot of people don't like it, but it does tie in with the city of New Orleans. I believe it is the state bird. So it's a decent, I like it. It's a nice logo. Is it above? You know, I'm going to give it an A for creativity. I think it's a nice, they put a lot of thought into it. It's nice and symmetric. I like the colors for the most part, so it's nice. Then we have Indiana Pacers. You know, this one we're gonna have our first D tier. It's just a P with, you know, the yellow and the navy blue. It's kind of nice, but it's pretty simple. And the Pacers, maybe if they were a historic franchise, you know, if they've accomplished things like win some championships, which they haven't, maybe that would have helped it a little bit. But nonetheless, because they haven't done much and it's a simple logo, I'm going to put it in the D tier. We have our lowest ranking by far. Then we have the Denver Nuggets. You know, I like the pickaxes. I like the mountain range, you know, mining for golden nuggets. It's not the chicken nuggets. We all know that, hopefully. So it's creative and it's nice. I like the colors. I'll give it a B. I think it's solid. Brooklyn Nets. Okay, this one's very simple. You got a crest, you got the Nets, black and white. But you know what? It works. I like it way better than the New Jersey Nets. So, yeah, it's not an A. I'm going to put it in B. I expected, a lot of times the B tier is the most common tier. And it makes sense because we have a lot of solid, decent looking logos. Then we have a classic, the Dallas Mavericks. You know, this is going to sound weird, but growing up as a young lad, always seeing this logo, you know, growing up a huge NBA fan, seeing this logo, I never knew that it was a horse. I couldn't depict or withdraw the horse from this picture. I always thought it was like a wave. I don't know. I never saw a horse with this until I was like maybe in middle school or something. But now that it's there, it's classic. It's nice. It's a Maverick. Obviously, it's a horse. I don't know. But I'm going to give it an A. I think it's really nice. Then we move on to the Orlando Magic. Forget that the franchise is pretty pathetic. No offense to my fellow Magic fans out there. But the logo is pretty nice. I got to admit, I like the shooting star shaped ball. I'll give it a B. I don't think it's quite an A, but it's nice. Then we have the Los Angeles Lakers. Look, the colors, I'm a Lakers fan, right? So it's easy to be biased, but with such a historic franchise, I think the best franchise in NBA history. Celtics fans might want to fight me on that. I don't care. But the purple and gold, the basketball, it's all nice. It's simple. But just because they're the Lakers and the colors are nice, and this is such a classic logo, we'll put it in the A tier. Same goes for the Knicks. I like the kind of triangle shape, the orange and blue, and despite, you know, the Knicks being aggravating for Knicks fans, of course, because they're disappointing most of the time, it's a classic franchise, great fan base, so I gotta put it in A tier for that reason. Then we have the Sacramento Kings, my apologies. You know what? I like this logo. It's nice. Where does it go, though? I'm going to put it in B. I think it's solid. I think it's nice. I like the purple. I like the little crown. I like how it's perfectly made into kind of a semicircle shape with the Kings in the middle of the crown and the half of basketball. It's nice. Utah Jazz, you know what? I really like this. I'm going to give it an A. I like the colors. I've always liked the Jazz colors. I like they've switched colors up, obviously, throughout the years. I like the navy blue. I like the green. I like the yellow. I like the music note shape. That's also a basketball at the end. I think it's well done, well designed. And I'm a fan. Then we have the Charlotte Hornets. Now, I know the Hornets haven't done much. They're exciting, they're young, but I've always loved the Hornet as a mascot. I've always loved their colors, and I've always loved their logo. We have our second S tier. Look at that, it's beautiful. The colors, the Hornet, the symmetry, it's great. I love the mascot, the Hornets. I think it's great. I've always liked them when they were New Orleans, Charlotte. I've been a fan just because of that. Miami Heat, you know, it's classic. It's a ball on fire, obviously deflated. Interesting. I'm going to give it an A for the classic look. I think it's creative. I've always liked the Heat's colors, so we'll put it in A. You know what? You know, honestly, it's going to be, now that I think about it, it's going to be tough to have a logo in F tier because I really can't think of a logo that's just straight up completely trash. So to be honest, I might just remove the F tier. I don't think there's anything where I'm like, that is a failure, that is garbage. I can't think of any logo where I'm like, I can't even look at that. That's how bad it is. Maybe in other sports, I'd have to think about it, but I don't see anything. But Atlanta Hawks, the new logo, which is kind of a throwback to the retro Dominique Wilkins Spud Webb Days logo, I'm not a big fan. So I don't like it. It kind of looks like Pac-Man, not a hawk, if you look at the other side of it. So I'm going to put it in D tier. We have our second D tier next to the Pacers. I liked the old Joe Johnson, Josh Smith Hawks logo about 10 years ago, where it was just it was a hawk. It was cool. This one, not a big fan. You know, I think the Hawks are exciting. They're a fun team to watch like last year, but I'm going to have to put them in D tier, unfortunately. Memphis Grizzlies. They're exciting. They're fun. Gotta love the Grizzlies right now, right? With Ja Morant and all those guys. But the logo is badass. I'm going to put it in S tier. Look at that. The grizzly, the eyes that have no pupils. There's just an empty eye socket that's yellow, and it's intimidating looking, and it's badass. So we're going to put it in S tier. Then the Clippers. Look, I don't like the Clippers. Okay, I'm a Lakers fan. Can't like the Clippers, but let's try not to be biased. It's simple. The LAC, it's all right. It's not a D, but it's not anything above a C either. We're going to put it in C. Boston Celtics, guys, it pains me to say this as a Lakers fan. I hate the Celtics, right? But this logo is classic. Ironically, my favorite color is green. So I love the colors. The classic leprechaun with the basketball. This has been a specialty. This has been the Celtics. Maybe the color scheme has changed a little bit. Maybe not, it wasn't as green as this. But this leprechaun, this exact pose that it's making has been the classic Celtics logo for as long as they've been in the NBA, which has been as long as the NBA has existed. So I think it's the most classic logo, and it's a beauty. As much as it pains me to say, I think the Celtics logo is an S tier. I love it. Cleveland Cavaliers, it's nice. This is a solid B tier. You know, it's the C with the sword going through it. It's kind of cool. I like the colors. I'm a fan of maroon, so that's nice. Then we have another classic logo. Obviously, when you think of the Bulls, you think of Michael Jordan, all those years of dominance. This was their logo at that time. This is their current logo. I think at some point when you've had a franchise with so much success, they don't really change their logo, kind of like the Lakers, Knicks, Celtics. And this logo is great. The bull, I love when they have a logo that's an animal that's perfectly symmetric. It's badass. It's S tier. Come on, it's classic. Great colors. You know, the horns at the end have they're red. They have blood. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be intimidating. It's great. You know, the Bucks for a long time kind of had an ugly jersey, ugly logo, just back when they were an ugly team and when they weren't playing well for a long time. But since Giannis came to the Bucks, they changed their logo as well. And Giannis is pretty much, Bucks fans, you know, obviously he's completely turned this franchise around and made them into a great, respectable franchise. But this logo, Fear the Deer, it's beautiful. I love the antlers. I love the green. I love the intimidating look. If you have an animal and you make the logo badass, it's probably an automatic S tier, at least in my opinion. So we're going to have another S tier going back to back. Portland Trailblazers. Now, this is kind of a classic logo, right? As long as the Pacers have been a team, I think, as long as I remember, this has been their logo. Do I like it, though? Not really. Is it C or is it D? I don't know. I'm sorry, Blazers. I've never really liked it that much. It's just got two trails. Kind of looks like, it looks like a bunch of things. It looks like maybe a yo-yo. It looks like turn it sideways, looks like a Pokeball. Like, I don't know. I don't really like it. Like the Trailblazers is a cool name. But literally having a trail instead of maybe having like a speedy animal or someone running fast or something flash related or something, a lightning bolt, something. But you just have two trails. I don't like it. What is this, a hike? So for that reason, we're going to put it in D. And I think we have a pretty even tier list. We have at least 3 logos in each tier. So guys, that is my NBA logos tier list. Definitely comment your opinions. This has been fun to make, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.